the master of the buy. With my wisdom and experience, I'm setting the pace, turning yard sale, junk into gold and in the rain.
Oh, dear God, save me.
Happy Thanksgiving, damn it. Welcome to Todd Breeze on the internet.
Oh.
Oh, no. That was too far, man.
It always sounds like you're dying. What the hell?
Well, hell, I'm old.
If you die, we're not calling 911.
Nope, we're just going to keep going.
You're on your own. You better hope Pat Dees is in here to save you. Because he's about the only one that'll call.
That's right.
I tried to pay that motherfucker to take down that Christmas tree.
So is it, how many people have decorated for Christmas? Is it too early?
We do it December 1st, generally.
We got a new tree yesterday. It's still in the box.
We need a new tree. Ours is way too big.
I put out my one Christmas decoration.
Yeah, Johnny has
Santa at the manger.
Johnny got
and my ho 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 for the toilet.
What the hell's a ho 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 for the toilet?
You don't need to know. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I maybe forget what disc I'm looking for.
It's an H. It's a red H with a little loop, and you put a roll of toilet paper on it. It says ho.
And with three of them, it's ho ho ho.
All right, I'll find these later. So how's everybody's fourth quarter been? Have they? It's going to get ugly, folks. 2026 is not going to be a nice year. I don't know if you're preparing for this in your business or if you've thought about any kind of strategy of how to keep sales up in down times. Because if y'all are not aware, in the last week or two, white collar jobs are being crushed. 153,000 layoffs. Multiple companies: Amazon, UPS, Intel, Verizon, AT&T, Walmart, Target, Ford, and GM. And what do they all have in common? John, you don't answer. Anybody know what they've got in common? It's what we talked about a lot. They are all being replaced with AI. This is one of the first times that in job losses and job revolutions that they've come for white collar, college educated jobs.
Today's the perfect example of that. I'm interviewing somebody that worked with Elon Musk. He did not work for Elon Musk. He worked with Elon Musk on that freaking buggy program for the lunar landing. You know?
Hey, can you ask him one question for me? It'll probably wreck the whole thing, and he'll probably cuss you out and leave. But ask him exactly how are they planning on getting by the Van Allen belts. That's it. That's all I want to know. Is how are you getting by the Van Allen belts alive? That's it. If you can answer that question, I'll believe whatever you got to say.
What if he does? He might have a good answer for it.
I don't think he has an answer for something like that. He ain't that freaking smart. Elon wouldn't have let him go.
Mm-mm-mm. But it's white collar jobs. Just think about all the things you can do with your. Most of the time, the stuff that we see are polished products for AI, and they're put out there and they're made for the public. But just think about what the things that are behind the scenes and the things that are available to businesses, um, that can replace. You can do advertising, you can do graphics, you can do uh man scheduling, demonstrations. I mean, work you can make. You can do
You can
a lot of
create your own ads. Yeah.
you, I mean, it's amazing that these people have spent all this time and all this money because you're told to go get a college education, and your place in the market is just wiped out with the stroke of a key. It's oh yeah, Kent, that's another one, man. People discount that, but John's leaned heavy into it. I'm watching a guy. One of the guys I like. The channel's name is Sail Life. He's from the Netherlands. She's an American citizen, but she's been helping her sister in England a lot. So she's not. She's been in and out of the channel, but they bought a catamaran, and they are. It was a luxury catamaran, and it's been neglected. And so he's got a CNC machine and 3D printers and stuff, and parts that aren't made anymore, can't find, don't want to spend. He's making his own. That eliminates a lot. I can't tell you how many times I was watching another selling channel. He wanted to figure out how to use the underwater jet thing that pulls him around. Could he scrape the bottom of his boat with it if he put a scraper on it and went down the side with some lights? And he's like, I'm having trouble controlling the thing with my wrist. He just 3D printed some things that stuck onto it. It really, man, if you're decent with a 3D printer, it really solves a lot of broken problems, broken parts. I mean, we think of it as, in a business sense, what can we make with it? But there's so many people that it solves a problem. This broke. I need to fix this. And it is a parts inventory,
This is something I designed.
right?
I redesigned a broken one. What it does is it sits over your sink and you put your sponge in it.
Instead of going to buy another one. Look how much time you probably save by making your own.
Well, I didn't save any time. But what I did do was 3D printing is going to be very cheap. It's going to be Chinese pricing on 3D printing. Everybody has 3D printers.
It's already
Turn it
it's
upside
already
down, and you got a pencil holder and a notepad holder.
This is where you're going to get. This is where the big money is. The design.
You little
How do you-
stupid son of a bitch.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's talking about me.
Why would you come in the room and say things like that, Tom?
I didn't say nothing.
It sounded like you.
Dumb motherfucker.
That's what I can't. You're 100% correct, Tom. If I was you, I would lean heavily into 3D printing and learn that instead of how to farm a fake flower. Because just think how long you can drive the Saturn if you can just make your own parts for it.
Yeah.
But the guy on the sailboat is he's made the mold. He's 3D designed molds. He's built the workshop, and the screen for the CNC machine. He's like, I want something to hold it to the wall. So he designs that. He designs the holder. He designs this. It is. It's something. I gotta find time to start thinking about 3D printing and probably buy a printer. Just
Now,
If you're going to get one, now's the time because everything's on Black Friday.
I don't think the prices are going to go up that high.
I
on the
can't believe
bamboos.
Friday's the fucking racist day of the week.
I know what the hell.
Really?
But you lean into it like Steve. Steve's trying to find the opportunity to sell things. John is trying to find the opportunity to sell things. It's you've got a limited window before people figure it out. Hopefully that's on your website or somewhere, Steve. Right?
I just printed it yesterday. I
And
got the final model done yesterday. So
where's Marsha? Was she not cracked the whip? When you finish it, you go ahead and list it.
yeah, it was yesterday was a long day. But
Hey, Mike. Hey, Hank. Hey, my
Um,
we've been winterizing, and so Monday we did that.
Uh-oh, the
Yesterday
boss
we were
is up. I'm in trouble.
what are you talking about winterizing?
Well, I live in Ohio.
It's gonna be 56 today. What are you talking about?
It's nice right now. Tomorrow it won't be.
No, it's supposed to be like the high tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 52 here in Charlotte.
So I've been taking some time.
Drove
Finally,
through Charlotte, Tom.
I finally decided that I'd had enough. I've talked about it over and over. So I spent 2 hours yesterday working on the other side. I will spend another couple hours today, probably on this side. Um, Made a commitment after. So the one thing, John gone, thank God. Made a commitment to myself. So I listed 17 things on the main store yesterday, and there's one thing different about all 17 than anything in my past. Every one of them MFers has a location.
What?
Damn it. Um,
Like box 1, box 2, box
or
3.
or third shelf on the right in the storage building, something. You know what I mean? It's got to, because I sold a printer that I listed yesterday, and I'd taken it over there. So I mean, I know where I put it because I did it yesterday. But it's, you know, each shelf is over there is getting a number. It's going to be on shelf in the building, because the one thing that I really liked is when I went to North Carolina, the CD store stayed on, the media store, and kept going. And I'm like, the other store should stay on too. But the only reason it doesn't stay on is my own damn fault. It's because it's too hard to find the inventory where it is. And the thing you learn is, so no, and this so right now, Home Depot has their 27-gallon tubs, the big yellow and black 27. Black Friday is $6.97. So I went and bought 15 of those. Those are what I'm holding the CDs in. I only bought 15 more because I've been using 4 in the van, and it's been really nice. And so I'm taking all the stuff. A lot of this stuff is just waiting to be listed, and it's a mess. I can't list it, so I'm trying to clear all the space. That's why there's a big stack. I added to the stack. I'm testing all this VCR stuff today, or into the night. Me and Dave worked till I worked till midnight when I quit. He was still working on. It's going to have a location. It's going because it works so good in the other store. I should have done this years ago. But the tubs, I'm just taking them out of here. I'm labeling them because the problem I have is I'll bring stuff home for Van Massey. It'll just get laid around, and then I have to figure out what I did with it and what's going to Van Massey. Well, now everything's getting a decision. The tubs are labeled eBay or Van Massey, and they're stacked up in the building. So I'll just start bringing them home. Yeah, I can't. That it's $6.97 for that size tub is pretty damn cheap. But I can walk on the other side for the first time without having to turn sideways. It's pretty cool. Yeah, media picker. It's crazy. Same thing. I had a big stack of CDs and stuff on the other side and DVDs. I'm like, why? I'm like, these are the ones I didn't want to mix them with the other stuff. I'm like, what does it matter? So I ended up taking the empty tub. There was like a third from empty and filled it back up with all the ones that were sitting on the counter, taking up the counter space. That was the reason why I could take so many pictures, because it was so easy. Because now I had more picture area on the other side. Morning, Marcia. It's
You don't even have to have a great system. I'd mark mine A, B, C, D. That's how my tubs are marked. And then in my custom SKU, I just put tote A or whatever.
but I want to be more efficient because I need to get another set of shelves because everything on that side it's freed up my clear tubs now, so I can put all this stuff that's on these shelves in clear
I
tubs.
got back just in time. We're talking about efficiency.
Because the media is going to go over there as well. because I want it here because I don't want to go to the building chasing a CD. I'd rather just find them here. So I want to make more space for that storage here.
That's your
I-
garage door to your right, correct? Your right.
No, to his left.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
He's backwards on the camera. I think.
Well, that's the reason I said your right.
Yeah, that's why there's a garage door thing going to it.
Okay, I didn't know what that was. I just saw some more of your crap hanging around.
I tell you, I've cleaned my office, and that's made it.
That's how the mice
Huge
get up to the
difference.
fucking rafters.
No, all the mice have built their house in this truck, in this van right now, so they're in for the winter.
Eating the wires.
Man, go the fuck away with that shit. Don't call. Marcia tried calling them little bastards up last night, and now you're. Ugh.
Hey, Jay.
Somebody trying to get the cold weather to move in or something.
But it's
Mice.
Oh,
trying to make. I've talked about it a lot. See, you want to take. Anissa wants to be Miss Negative this morning. How about you start a poll and a betting pool, Anissa, on how long does Todd's treadmill stay uncovered? That's probably you better bets on that one than you are.
Asshole. Asshole.
Yeah, that's it.
I know, JT. I should just turn this damn camera off and never turn it back on again. What the hell? What the hell?
Fuck.
Yeah, but it's the more you keep dealing with efficiency, I'm like, I would be better. I'm trying to what roadblocks are to me doing more listing in the main store, and how do I get better at it? I mean, if I could just find shit, if it wasn't, it is such a cluster that you don't get started, or you cherry pick things around it, and there's so much that never.
Well,
Ever.
if you got it organized, like when you were going to your mother's house for a week, if you know where it's at, then Jacob could go over there and pull stuff while you're gone.
Because then too, going to yard sales and stuff, with the tubs that I now carry with me, they can just be labeled eBay or Van Massey, and they don't even have to come home here. It could be one tub immediate, and then the other tubs are where they're going to go until I get to them. Because the one thing is coming, Mr. Winterizer up there is reminding you that I don't even drop off at Van Massey again until next year. If there was only somewhere else that I could drop stuff off to for the rest of the year.
you mean on your way home?
There's somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Is there a new place?
There's a new place that keeps telling me they're going to start taking consignment. I just can't figure out where it is.
They better do it.
The ones
They'll never run out of stuff.
Yeah, they'll take consignments right after the wedding.
Oh Lord. All right, JT, I'm just following along with you years later. You've got to try different things. That's the one thing I'll tell you. I'll have ideas, and they might not work, but I'm not scared to. I think too many people are too stuck in their ways and too scared to try things.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now. That's one of the secrets that John doesn't tell y'all. He ain't scared to throw shit against the wall. I mean, he's toothpicks. I mean, just think about the craziness products that have come out of a Dollar Tree, and then from his relationships with people that just go all the way across the board, from freaking toothpicks to 3D printed chess pieces, for God's sakes, and everything in between. Anything on a car lot, anything you could. I mean, it's amazing the amount of products, and he trusts his system enough.
But the one thing you have to have is a system or a process.
Yeah, he trusts his system enough to put anything through it.
Yep.
And so that's what I'm seeing with this is I'm like, wait a minute. As the more I do this, why don't I have the same efficiencies in the other? And where are the roadblocks? That's the thoughts that I've been having. Where are the roadblocks? And hold on just a second. Damn, I can't stand looking at him. God almighty. You just talk in the background, so I don't have to see you. And when you get kicked off the link to this afternoon, you just go about your Christmas.
Nah.
But all that stuff was provided by Amazon at one point, and I never, once I came off Amazon as much. And for all you damn haters out there, especially on the podcast, the Triple P podcast, which there might not be one this week. Sorry about that. We're having a hard time getting everybody together on a week when it's difficult.
Just episode 100.
The product that old Beard is failing at eBay. He's trying to go back to Amazon. He's already doing RA again. In 7 weeks, I sold $24,000 in one product. What the hell would you do? What the hell would you do?
Are you doing that fulfilled
Yeah,
by
I even
purchase?
looked for a few of those.
It was less. It was less than $2,000 cost, $24,000 in sales. What would y'all do?
Who was that?
That was the product I was chasing the last 8 weeks.
Right.
I built an online farm. Says
So I mean that is still there, and that is still there. If I found another product tomorrow, I would chase it again because
Absolutely. It's fast cash. And it's a knowledge that you have. You're capitalizing on knowledge you've already created.
yeah, that's what Dave and I were talking about. We were talking about because he's building a similar store, and I've built this and I put a lot of processes into it, but I went to the thrift stores yesterday on the way to Wings, so on the way to meet those people that are running that maybe auction site that can't put a link up to. They should have another auction out today, starting
That
tomorrow.
guy looks familiar, that auction site guy.
So I went by the first one because I lost a part to a coffee machine. This is another one reason why I'm probably going to close the part store at some point and just move it into the main store, and verify where the parts are as I do that. But it's a very popular coffee machine. I can generally find one. I couldn't find one the last couple of days, so I did the cancel. But I walk in there and there is a folding proofer and slow cooker by a company called Brad and Taylor, brand new in the box. Never heard of Brad and Taylor. Don't know what a folding proofer. I'm assuming it's something to do with making bread and those kind of things. I look it up. It's new in the box, other than they wrote on the box, bunch of idiots. $370. I paid $20 for it. There is a Sony, another to the pile, a Sony recorder, a recordable DVD writer. It's $7. It sells for $90. It's got the remote and the manual with it.
Winning.
I'm good at hunting that crap down. And it doesn't make any sense to not do the things I like and to find the things. Dude, I sold a mouse yesterday that I picked up for $3. It went for $70.
I finally found my holy grail.
Oh, the hot lather machine?
Yeah, this thing was in rough shape when I got it, though. I mean, it's brand new. Looks like they left it out in their garage for about 6 years. But
Isn't that what Pete
cleaned
did
up.
he used?
The hot lather, yeah. I've been looking for one of those ever since I started, doing this because I know that they have value. There's
a freaking I sent it to Kevin Commonwealth. Y'all need to laugh this morning at Kevin's expense.
He takes your texts. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he does.
He responds now?
I told Kevin when I was on vacation, I'm like, there was a My Little Pony sleeping bag, and I'm like, dude, you want me to pick that stuff for you? I know you're a brony. I said to him this. I'm like, I found My Little Pony for the Switch brand new. I picked it up for you because of you. And he said, what did he tell me? He told me, LOL, send it to Pegasus. I said, you know what I just realized? Those horses are your size. You can ride those. He doesn't even come back with a smart comment. He just says, very funny.
You know what you could do? You know what you should do, Scott? You know how to manipulate AI pictures.
That's just
Put
your
Kevin on a, Kevin on a
Put him on a
microphone.
little pony. Yeah, do
All
it.
right.
Put him on that pony.
I'm gonna teach him to call me Alex the Beard King. But so where is that?
Write that
Crate?
down so you don't forget.
All right, so
Steve, while he stepped away,
I didn't
do
go
you
nowhere,
use
asshole.
any of the off-brand filament for your 3D printer?
Absolutely.
Anybody buying this for
Only the
$5 at the
off-brand.
thrift store yesterday?
What the hell is that thing?
It's a perfect. Y'all might see these. It's called a perfect setup by Perfect Fitness.
I'm
Oh, I
unfamiliar
thought
with
that
what
was something you
setups
take
are.
outside on the snow. I thought,
That's what I was thinking too. Is a sled.
I thought it
No,
was a sled.
I'm unfamiliar with the concept of sitting up,
Okay,
Yeah.
so why pick this up?
sit-ups.
Okay,
I
so
don't get it.
all these little pieces come off. This little piece here where your head, I think it's like $38 or $42. The middle part, it's the same thing. Each one of the little feet things that comes off is $25. The little metal things, a pair of the metal things is like $25, $28, and there's another. This thing adds up to, or you can sell the whole thing for $125, which I don't want to do. I'll just sell it by parts. I'm telling you, I have two of these now, and neither one of them is listed. So this one is getting listed today, and I just double them up, folks. I could find this kind of shit all day long. It's just not, there's not a system to deal with it, and that's what I'm trying to come up with is make the building. So the mistake I've made with the building, and don't listen to John. Flipping ain't easy. He's nuts, by the way. He's asleep, so I can say that. Everybody's business is different. Where he is where he is trying to get rid of a storage unit, I understand that is business storage is just part of it, and except for the DVDs and CDs with the media that I won't hear because as so many pieces sell, this needs to be intake and outtake, and everything else needs to be stored correctly
What are
in
you,
a.
a fucking hospital now? Intake, outtake.
It needs to be processed and gone, and I need to ruin the process. This is premium working space. It's not storage, and that's just a mistake I've made. I don't mind telling you when I think I've made a mistake, and it's a crippling mistake because you have no. Sometimes you need the storage, and I'm telling you, sometimes the storage. It's just a part of business. Why do companies have warehouses? They work out of parts of warehouses, or they store in warehouses.
Efficiency.
Aren't their offices big enough so they can stick it in the offices? Probably. Um,
I
so
learned recently that I got to get the stuff out of this office, and I cleaned it. And talk about efficiency. Now
clean it.
everything has a spot.
There's also such a thing as mental clarity too. If you don't have all your stuff on top of you and you can think. I mean, I know
Oh
that's
yeah,
funny,
that's
but
huge, man.
but
That's
it is a
huge.
big thing for a lot of people, especially ADHD. 88. What is the word? ADHD.
Dude, I'm not gonna have mental clarity without pharmaceuticals.
I gotta walk. I walk into this office, and it was such a mess before, just because I keep everything in here. You know,
But the problem with me,
I
Steve,
couldn't get started.
Todd Drucker doesn't have that
I've
problem.
got I've got that same problem. But the problem too is I can straighten everything up and make it go well. It's clean, but there's no place for storage. There's no place to deal with the next item coming in. I can make it
Yeah.
look nice, but then it's not functional, and that's the
Well,
part I've got to get past.
that was part of what I did when I redid the office. I made it more of a functional area, so everything now has a place. And if I all I got to do is remember to put it back in its place now, and now I know where to go to get it the next time. But it's because of the 3D printing. I need a nice workflow when I'm doing things.
Yeah, I mean,
So
65 people are watching. This show doesn't have the reach that it used to have, and I don't understand why more people. We say some crazy stuff every now and then, but the Wednesday show especially, we really talk about things that really can affect your business. And should we start talking about other people and how bad they suck and all that stuff, and their business is terrible?
No,
That-
you know what it is? I'll
to get
tell you
some drama in
exactly
here?
what it is. They don't see that they have a business.
John, you're screaming. You're screaming 100% the problem. It's so many people. I just sell on it. I'm just part time. I just sell on eBay or whatever your platform is. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. And I've been guilty to some of that, especially with the eBay part, not really the Amazon part from years past. But I definitely that's really because John's like commit to the same for 6 months. You can't imagine what you'll learn. I'm like, he's probably right, but damn it, 6 months. I like to change every 2 months. And man,
Come on. You change your fucking mind more than you change your underwear.
That's not saying a lot. He is in Alabama.
Does
So
he ever change his underwear?
I hope y'all are enjoying the comic stylings of John for the last
I thought
time.
he just sold underwear. Huh? I didn't realize he wears it.
Hey, some lady yesterday bought she bought 12 pairs of big girl panties. I'm like, you damn right, you go, big girl. I appreciate you, big girl.
Till you get it returned.
Well, she's wearing sweatpants to fucking Thanksgiving tomorrow.
See, that's
You don't unbutton. She wears sweatpants.
So Kent, that's a huge problem. Is people want to copy paste it and they don't understand they can't be John, not only because of his interpersonal skills and the relationships he's developed, but they don't know the mistakes John's made in order to learn what John knows.
That's for you, Anessa.
It's the same thing with me. Is if you want to try to go build your little media store and do whatever, but just remember, I'm way ahead of your ass, and I have learned a lot of wrongs and rights and experiences and trials and if you just try to copy paste exactly what somebody's doing, you wonder why you can never get the exact same success because you don't have the same experience and opportunity. The environment is so different for each person, and you don't allow yourself. The biggest thing you can do to affect yourself positively, make a damn mistake, fail in some way, and course and have to teach yourself to course correct opportunities. You want to become unstoppable. A failure, a is never. Look at all these serial entrepreneurs. Trump, as much as people hate him, he's a great example. If you thought a little bankruptcy here or there, or a failure in a business here or there was going to stop somebody, it's a bump in the road on the way to. Every entrepreneur, every serial entrepreneur has that same story. How many businesses you see the one that they're famous for? How many did they fail and start over? And how many ideas went down to twos before you ever knew who they were? I bet ChatGPT can tell you the average number. I bet it's bigger than we would think.
What's that? Failed businesses versus successful.
Most of them fail.
Most fail in the first 3 years.
Most people
just quit after a year.
Most very successful people talk about bankruptcy at some point in their career, where they put too much on the line and went belly up.
Yep.
I mean, you hear success stories like Cuban and Zuckerberg and things like that, where they started from college. Very few have it from start to finish.
So Gemini says that on average, the study suggested that 1 in 4 entrepreneurs fail at their business before succeeding. First-time startup founders have a success rate of 18%. Business owners who have failed in the past have a slightly higher startups at 20%. And serial entrepreneurs who have started a business before have the highest when starting a new venture. Even once you've made it and had a successful one, your next time through, your 30% is the number that. Just think about that, and you're expected to have an eBay business and never had a business before, figure out this stuff on your own, gather some information, and still try not to fail and be one of the 1 in 5 in 5 years makes it. The odds are against you, and so you better.
The thing about it, though, most of these businesses that are failing, they've had a major outlay of cash. For $20, you can get into the eBay business. For $1, you can get into the eBay business.
Yeah, but staying there is tougher unless you learn the lesson. Staying.
My
Yeah, but the
point
good thing
is
is,
that you can gradually grow into your business and learn the business, whereas a lot of these people are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to get something off the floor, and it could work, it might not work.
you're not losing as much as if you failed an eBay business.
Right.
Yeah.
What did Cuban make his money in, John?
Marcia, would you get control of your boy?
What was the name of the website? He had a website. I can't remember. I think it was the broadcast. No.
Yeah, it was a website he had. That's right.
Oh,
Oh Lord,
If only there was a thing called Google that you could.
that's what I'm getting ready to do. God, you got to quit hanging around with Scott. You're getting a bad attitude.
and you're gonna go, oh shit, I knew that.
No, because I think he's an asshole. So,
You just come back around for some more proof each time.
he founded broadcast.com, an internet radio company.
I was right. Broadcast.com.
Yep, you're right. He sold it for $5.7 billion in stock to Yahoo.
Yep.
Is Yahoo still around?
And his
Barely.
first purchase after he sold it was a lifetime pass on an airline to fly first class. It was something like $100,000 or something. And he still uses it to this day.
He actually did an interview recently where he said he gave it to somebody else.
Oh, he
But
finally gave it
it's
away.
still being used.
Why
just
would
not
you
by him.
slum it by flying first class on a cattle
Because
carrier
it's free.
when you got a Gulfstream 7 sitting out on your ready to go when you're ready to go? It don't
Free,
matter.
Tom.
It's
Free.
because you learn that you can't take a lot of that out of people that have come up through who are not born into it. They still go look at read the book, The Millionaire Next Door.
Yep.
Go
What
look
do
at my garage. I drive a Fiat. I live in a 1,500 square foot house. I could have a lot more in my life, material wise.
Yep.
You just get to a point you go, well, yeah, okay, whatever. And the car gets me from A to B. The only thing I don't like about the car here is that they got a lot of flash flooding, and it sits pretty freaking low in a flash flood.
In the flash flood, it'll look like you'll look like one of the little things on the in the shipping lanes that tell you where to. You look like a buoy.
Channel marker.
That's the way Charlotte is. Charlotte can have a thunderstorm, and half the streets you can't drive on because they're underwater.
Hey, Brenda, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is very nice. But it's hard for just go and then watch the other side of it. Go listen to what Gary Vee has to say. He's so true that so many people are broke to impress people who wouldn't give them the time of day. Their house is too big. The cars are
Too expensive.
It's not, if something happened to the van today, I'd go buy another one of similar age. I'm not spending a ton of money on a vehicle. Except for the 300ZX I own, that van has been one of my favorite vehicles because I've driven it a long time and it has made a lot of money and it has done what it's supposed to do. The 300 was just fun to drive, but
well, I've been looking at Bentleys. I'm not going to lie. I've been looking at freaking 2022 and 2023 Bentleys.
Yeah. So Josh, yeah, I saw your. I haven't watched your video yet, Josh. It's on the list of things to do today. Right after I'm having an emergency this morning, and I have to rectify that. Figure out how to take care of that. I'm down to 2 Diet Cokes, and so that's
Amazon can't get there fast enough for you.
Walmart has delivery if you join.
Yeah.
I just tried Walmart delivery for the first time. Most the fucking annoying thing I've ever done in my life.
It's
So,
wonderful.
well, I was about to say, why don't people use that more? So yeah, last night, Dave, his wife's car is acting up, and they narrowed it down that it's probably a battery. And so he ordered a battery from Walmart and tipped the driver $5. And like 2 or 3 hours later, with a bunch of messages on the phone, they dropped the battery off at his house, fixed the car. More people should use Walmart Plus is free, folks. Beard is not free if you get gas at Walmart because they give you a discount. I got gas in Fayetteville on the way back. It was $2.33 a gallon. It was 10 cents off a gallon. Every time I gas up one of the vehicles, it's 5 to 10 cents off a gallon. That $100 a year is paid for in gas discount.
If you have Walmarts with gas stations.
Ken, I ain't buying a Bentley because it's fucking resellable. I'm buying a Bentley because I think it's a sharp looking car.
You know, Walmart Plus still pays for itself in the amount of gas you save by not having to drive to the store. We get our groceries delivered every week.
They're fucking annoying though with all the text messages.
And
I must have got 20 messages from my shopper this morning.
Well, then drive to Walmart,
I don't know,
John.
You got the wrong. You got the wrong shopper because I don't text nobody when I'm doing it. There shouldn't be any reason to text you.
So Joni, it depends on what day of the week it is, whether she's having a good day or not, and she doesn't want to spend the good days wandering around Walmart, schlepping around Walmart. So she places an order at least once a week. She was asking me yesterday, I'm placing a Walmart order. Do you need anything? And also, the one thing that does, folks, is you get away from the traps of Walmart. We have saved so much money not going to Walmart.
Absolutely.
My wife was doing these pickups every other day, and I got tired of freaking having to get up and get dressed and rush out the door to go pick up shit at Walmart. I was like, try that delivery thing.
Because you only get what you need. We only buy what we need. There's no extras. There's no temptations. It's just, this is exactly what because to give Jody some praise, she's not listening anyway. She does a wonderful job making a weekly menu, and then she will take the menu and figure out exactly what she's got and order from that, and saved a lot of money on eating out. I eat out on Tuesday nights with the serial entrepreneur there, and the rest of the resellers, and on Tuesday nights. But other than that, I don't eat it. Okay, so some Saturday mornings I will eat the Saturday morning garage sale special. Do y'all know what that is? If you stop at
some biscuit.
If you stop at Circle K for $3, you can get a 44-ounce drink, a sausage dog, and a bag of chips for $3.
What? What happened to the Biscuit Hut?
A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit's $5.
You cheap bastard!
I know.
We quit eating out. We just buy the groceries we need for the week, and that's it.
And even when
anything extra here.
Even when I did keto last few weeks, I'm like, Johnny, what kind of chips you want? Because I ate because they give you banana peppers and all kinds of stuff you can stick on. So I make the Johnsonville sausage. I make the sausage, and then she gets the chips, and I get the drink too. Hell yeah, Harlan Roller Dogs for the win.
Yeah, if they've been rolling there for a couple of days, they're even better.
Yeah.
No,
we're getting a brand new Circle K.
They start them over every day because most mornings you stop in there, there's barely anything on there.
Yeah, I know. I just
I like the ones that when you hit them with the tongs, so it's crunchy. They go ting.
So Hatsby, I haven't done one in quite a while. It doesn't mean I might still do one every. I had to decide, which direction to go, and I felt the media store was more of an opportunity than, and so I had to choose one or the other. I didn't have time to do them both, and so I think Whatnot's a wonderful opportunity. It was just for me.
For you, I think you're right.
I'm 100. I know I'm 100% right. But then you look at a Jennifer who is damn fucking built for Whatnot. She is amazing. Her ability to sell things and connect with people, incredible on Whatnot.
Well, you got to remember she's pretty. You're not so much.
Is that chick from New York?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a chick from New York. Yep,
Yeah.
Southern New York.
Southern New York.
I'm still up in the air on whether I'm going to continue with what. I got a show scheduled, but I keep pushing it back. But
Yeah,
I love Whatnot, but it's just hard to find product all the time. That's all.
yeah.
I've thought about 3D printing for whatnot.
I've watched a few shows there on that, and there's not a big following right now for it on Whatnot, but
You have to
that
create
doesn't
it.
mean you couldn't get one.
I think you can build a following. I've
It's just not a huge category there yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people though, and they make good money.
There seems to be a lot of people that's getting more into the yard sale. I mean, not yard sale, flea marketing with their 3D printing because, um, I mean, it's like Etsy. They've revamped their 3D printing model, and people have printed out thousands of those flexi dragons or whatever they called.
I got to
What the hell's
print
a
some
flex?
myself.
What the hell's a flex
It's
drive?
it's like an Asian dragon,
Articulated,
and it
yeah, it's
flexes.
articulated.
Yes, thank you. Articulated. That's
so I went to my local flea market and it was big. I was surprised. There was probably 200 vendors plus. There was 2 3D printers. People that had 3D prints there. You know what they sold?
what.
Dragons.
Fucking dragons.
It's because it's popular right now. It won't be, but right now it is.
Here's what I'm printing for 2026. We're talking about what you're doing. You know how you're revamping the model. Here's the shit I'm printing right here. All right. It's a soap dish for traveling. All
Hey,
right.
Pat D's.
No,
No,
they
this is a box. I have
I'm
an
messing with
idea
you.
in mind for a particular filament with a upscale design. I'm targeting people that have money. There's going to be 2 classes here in the very near future. You're going to have people that have ultra wealth that are going to drive 80% of the retail sales, and you're going to have the rest of the world. And the rest of the world is where everybody's mindset is. And by going there with a everyday product like this, you're going to be competing on one thing: price.
yeah. Harlan wants to know who uses bar soap.
This is what I'm printing.
I don't know. I don't know who uses
It's a
bar soap,
foot.
but my sales were, I think, somewhere around 16,000 last month for bar soap. So somebody's washing their dirty ass with a bar of soap.
Now, will you be selling those the same way you sell your soap on Amazon, or
What, these?
yeah,
I think so. I
in
think
that
so.
store
And I
is what
think,
I'm saying.
A good
and I think I'm going to virtual bundle it with the soap so that it gets more exposure.
parallel. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because you got to remember, some of my soap is $12 a bar.
Yep.
My best sales platform for my 3D prints right now has been Amazon the last week or two, which is weird because it's all merchant fulfilled, and I created that listing from zero, from scratch.
It's not weird, Steve. Just you got to think about, if you've got the customer that's trained to buy from there, the customer
Yeah.
that's trained to go there, and Amazon is pushing the handmade, that kind of stuff. It's
I'll take it, man.
I think you're on the bottom floor of what that's going to become on that
Yeah,
site.
I really think that I'll end up switching it to FBA instead of FBM and send them in. I just have to figure out the logistics of that because I have one printer right now. So when you get the volume that Amazon can provide,
What can
I'll
you
need to
print it
grow.
on a mini?
I could print it on a mini, but I'd rather
Then
have
hit me up.
I'd rather have an A1, but a mini would be fine. Yeah.
Hit me up because I got 20 machines sitting still right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
If you need a boost of inventory to get into Amazon, hit me
Yeah.
up.
Sure, I'll let you know.
How long did it take you to print Bigfoot, Steve?
9 hours, 9.5 hours.
9.5 hours.
So that's not a big. That wouldn't go on Amazon. It'd be an Etsy thing or Facebook. maybe local, not local, but I know a lot of Bigfoot people on Facebook, so they'd buy it, that kind of thing. I already have 2 potentially sold. A couple of people have already reached out to me, so. And that was me flashing it on Pat D's show.
Yeah.
I would buy one for here.
Well, you're going to get one.
Yeah,
So
that 9 hours, he's got to get good money for it if he's going to do it.
We
Because
discussed it with some other people like Corey.
yeah. So
And-
speaking of Corey, so I bought he makes a 3D box resizer. I've got one coming, and once I figure out how to use it, it shouldn't take but a minute. I'll
I
show it
saw
to you
that.
guys.
That's pretty cool.
Hey,
So-
let me make sure you can send it. Hey, send me pictures of it, Scott, so I can copy it and
No,
sell it on Amazon.
We talked about AI earlier. This thing is completely created with AI. I did an image to 3D. ChatGPT made the image. Then I used Nano Banana to make the log the way I wanted it. And the only thing I did was put it in Tinkercad, which is a CAD program, and made that square in there for the
Those
business
are
cards to sit in.
What's toxic?
But everything else was done AI. So speaking of AI, you if you learn how to use it, you could probably make some good money.
So
Not necessarily 3D prints.
The problem Corey solves is everybody's got the box cutter that cuts it down vertically. Well, what about if you want to make it horizontally longer? I have to sit there and I cut them myself with tape measures and this. So I'm looking forward to being able to just score and carry on like it was a regular.
Hey, are you still doing those box corners, Steve?
I can make some, yeah. They're not selling, but here they are.
Yeah, the problem is I can buy them in bulk at 58 cents each.
Yeah, yours are going to be cheaper than mine. It was a good idea, and I have sold a couple, but I think Ron Harbor bought one off me, and then some random person on Etsy bought one. So if Ron's in the chat, how'd they work out for you, Ron? Now that was the first thing I designed myself. It was more of a practice thing than thinking I was going to make a ton of money.
How come you don't have them on Amazon?
Because I can't make enough. They take too long to print, and I can't make enough to really make it worth it there.
what do you think your cost for filament is on that?
On which?
On the Bigfoot.
I can tell you approximately. Hold on. It's not much. A couple bucks tops. We're selling them. We're going to sell them for 20 or 25. I haven't decided yet.
Well, you need to print up a bunch of them and come to Marion when they have their Bigfoot convention.
Right.
Yeah.
I could do Bigfoot stuff. I know a lot of the people still, and I could actually get into a conference if I wanted to, but do I really want to sell face to face? It's not my thing, really, But I could do it. It'd just be breaking the ice to get there,
Yeah.
Worrying about worrying, that kind of thing.
I don't know. For me,
let's see. $4.38 approximately in filament.
How much?
Under $5 in filament.
Wow, that's a lot of filament.
Well, it's a 9 hour and 20-minute print. So
it's not print solid, is it?
No, 15% infill. Support. Let me see how many grams. 181 grams.
Oh, that's a lot.
Total 219 with your, purge and everything.
Not the purge. I purged this morning before I came out here. That's all good.
Or your what I'm talking about. John knows what I'm talking about.
It might have been that many grams.
Yeah, the poop.
The poop.
I'm probably 30 rolls into printing, and I've only sold one chest set.
I could probably.
But I gotta
stop.
I gotta stop fucking around on Tinkercad and printing out every single design that I come up with. I printed one the other day that was a 24-hour thing, and it broke at 23 and a half hours.
Timothy, I could print the inside. I could print the infill, which is just like a grid pattern on mine. I don't mess with I could change that to 10%, and I could save some money on that. Because this doesn't need to be super sturdy. 10% is probably more than enough.
Somebody's saying, at what point do you go into a mold? I don't know that. I don't know that any of my products I would put into a mold at any point, because
Be right back.
you give up American made at that point. And I kind of like saying, I built this, I print this here in Texas. Now,
But you were
one of
talking
my
about
prob-
Walt. Go ahead, John.
one of the things you can do is you can go in and you can lease models, you can lease STLs, and you can print and print and print. And I'm looking at 28 millimeter miniatures right now. The D&D miniatures. You can lease those miniatures and just print your freaking brains out and make money. But is that really what I need? I'm doing this more. Listen, guys, I'm not losing money. I can make my house payment. Um, I'm doing this to learn. I like tinkering with the shit like this. This is the wheels of a train for the Thomas track. This is my design. The wheels
Is that
and the axles and all that. That's the kind of stuff I'm enjoying. I really don't care if I make $100 with this stuff. My accountant asked me if we're ever going to turn a profit. I said, yeah, we'll turn a profit within 5 years, so it can't be called a hobby in all my write-offs.
I think I'm actually at profit myself now with just the chickens, because they've been selling steadily. I might sell on Amazon 2 or 3 sets a day, but that's pretty good for a product that didn't have any history.
All I got to do is go hit the print button for those track stackers, and they'll sell on Amazon right now.
Yeah, I know they would.
Um,
This is what I'm really getting into, though. This just feet for a KitchenAid mixer, but they, if you need them.
Have you sold any?
I created these before we went on vacation, and then I had jury duty for a week, so I haven't got them listed yet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
So I'm going to print, because I have to have 5 of them. It takes 5. I'll print out 5, and I'll get my photos and stuff. But that's an Etsy product or an eBay product. But they're soft, because you use the TPU material, which is a soft material, and they're easy to print. And I can print like 150 of these dang things, and you might sell the set for $8 to $10 or something. But if you can produce them that many, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think people.
A lot of the STLs have wasted.
Yeah, I create.
On them, and you have to go in and you got to re-engineer the STL.
That's what I did with this one. Yeah, because it had some sort of thing hanging off the side. I'm like, what the hell is that?
And
so I created it myself
intentionally, so that it makes it's almost unusable if you don't go in and redesign it.
This stuff isn't that hard to do either.
Unless you go look at some parts of machines if you want to know, get some ideas what to print and what the prices are. I'll take things apart, and it's amazing that if you pull the little bitty rubber feet off, they're worth $8 or $10. They're worth $8 or $10.
That's what this is, and so I can produce them now. I don't even have to go pull them off of anything.
But Scott, you were talking about Walmart Plus and the delivery and whatnot. I sort of know the manager at. Well, I know the hard goods manager, whatever you call it. He said their sales are down since they started the drive up service
because they don't have the add-on sales. They don't have add-on sales.
People are not coming in there. Like I can go in there and get a loaf of bread and end up with a buggy full of stuff. No, it's not impulse stuff. It's stuff they need. They just don't think about until they get in there. They say, "Oh, we're getting low on bread, and we need more butter."
They call that an impulse buy, Tom.
Is that what I thought? Impulse buy was all that shit they have up there by the.
No, but it's all through the store, because that's why they've got stuff middle aisles and hanging around. It's not for you. There's a seasonal aisle about holiday bacon in the middle aisle right now at every Walmart. It's there every year. It's not there by accident. It's there to remind you, hey, pick up some of this. You know what I mean? Because they want you. They don't want to take a chance on you remember it a week later and pick it up at Publix. If they can put it in your face now and get you thinking about, oh, I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's not. Let's make that.
You can't miss that aisle. That's for
I mean,
sure. It's right there.
Was it last year to all the stuff Duncan Hines with Dolly, all the Dolly
Mhm.
cake mixes and all that stuff was out there.
And it's right front and center. You
Yeah.
stumble. You run into it if you're not looking.
The same thing with Starbucks. Starbucks, they do a good job purchasing space on the end caps where all their holiday coffees will be there for a while because these are the limited run coffees that they'll put out there. That once people see them, they're very smart about it. They put them out there for 3 or 4 weeks. Once people have seen them, then they move them into the middle of the aisle because now the people that are going to buy it have been triggered in their mind. Hey, the seasonal holiday coffee is here, and then they'll hunt it out as long as it's there. So.
But the problem with parts and things like that Steve's working on right now is you have to to make an income, you have to have the mindset of Dusty and a massive catalog. Remember, Dusty would buy shit. He'd buy 500 pieces of some penny item, sell it for $3 or $4, and he'd just have a pile of them sitting in a bin. He'd reach up every time he made a sale. He'd reach up in the bin and grab one. So you'd have to make the parts ahead, have bins sorted, know where your inventory is, and you'd have to have a large catalog. It's like the gears for the Roomba vacuums or whatever it is you're printing. You have to, when you do something like that, you got to do a large scale.
The good thing about this, though, John, is they're so small. They don't take up any space,
No,
so I can fill a little. Yeah.
I fully understand that, but you got to print up. You got to print up a bed of them.
Sure.
Then you got to store them somewhere.
Yep.
And
this
then,
isn't something I could sell on Amazon, and the reason I can't sell this on Amazon is because I have to use the word KitchenAid in the title, and I don't think that Amazon would be really happy with that. You know what I mean? So this is something I have to keep here.
Well, I can tell you how to get around that.
I know I can use the word compatible with or something like that.
No, find the part number.
That's true, because there are a lot of things that I'm sure there's a part number for
all
that.
All you got to do is put BF-part number. BF is for Bigfoot in case you can't figure it out.
I like it. All right, that's a good idea, and I'll think about that. Because if I could send those into Amazon, I mean, a tray of those take about 10 hours to print because they're small. So, and you're getting 140 or so, I think I counted.
Todd Mike's talking to you in the chat.
Oh.
Not directly at you, but he's slinging it at you.
They're not a replenishable item, you're right. Kevin's right. These are not a replenishable.
Hey, Kevin, I told everybody your secret that you ride around My Little Ponies.
There's going to be proof of it, I'm sure.
Just wait till AI puts you on a My Little Pony, Kevin. This is going to be awesome.
I'm sure, Javis, I could print toothbrush holders.
Laugh if you like. Look up a toothpaste squeezer on Amazon.
I've seen people 3D print those.
Laugh if you want. Look them up. They sell approximately 10,000 times a month for a toothpaste squeezer.
It's crazy.
It's those crazy little products that people don't realize. And Amazon's strength, folks, is if you've never sold on Amazon, to understand if you can find a product that you can source and it's $9.99 or less and send it to you make more money sending it to FBA. They'll do the fulfillment and you get special pricing and special fees because it's under $9.99. The small and light still exist. You just don't have to enroll the product anymore. It's just price. It's just price only now. So if you can figure out something to print and keep it under $9.99, it's a sweet spot on Amazon that will sell a lot of items because people will try something with a crazy brand, whatever you call your product, for under $10.
What's the weight limit on that now? Do you know? On small and light, it was 12 ounces before, wasn't it?
No, it went up higher than that.
It's been a long time since I did.
I think they still do a tiered approach to that. I just don't know what the tiers are.
I'll look into it.
You want to get your kid to brush their teeth? Buy a freaking dog's ass where you squeeze the tube and the toothpaste comes out the dog's ass.
There you go, Steve. There's your item.
You're all laughing. Go look on Amazon. I'm telling you, Scott says I throw all kinds of shit up against the wall. You have no idea what kind of list of products I have to say, oh, if I see one of them, pick it up and just see what happens for sale.
Yeah, that's the thing that a lot of eBay sellers don't understand and don't get about the market of Amazon. They're completely different, and they operate similarly but differently. But they are, man, the way a product sells on each platform couldn't be more different. So this is a great example. I've got Blu-ray players over there that I've got them tested. I just got to figure out what I did with the remotes, and they're going to be listed on Amazon today. I had a Blu-ray player sitting on that shelf for months. It's on eBay. It's competitively priced, and it's just sitting there. And I'm like, why is this damn thing not sold? And why didn't I stick it on Amazon? Okay, let's put it on Amazon. Sold in 12 hours for more money. But the problem, Kent, is you can go. It's a different problem to sell and to scale. They're different problems. You've got to solve them both. You've got to solve the problem of will the item sell, and then you get the scale. You can't scale an item before you know it sells.
I think I don't know if Kent's talking about the 3D printing with the scale.
Morning, Lori.
Morning.
It's just like selling DVD VCR combos. It's hard to scale that too.
Oh Lord.
Is that AI bear that tells you to go find the knife and kill yourself?
No, that's a gun. It's a gun peekaboo thing that she got from Goodwill for $2.
I wonder if we could. If I bet you those AI bears that are telling kids to do stupid things, I bet you those are worth some money right now because they recalled them all.
It's the ordinary, Timothy. It's the mundane, things that people got to have if you can replicate it cheap.
And especially if you can put it on subscription, the whatever that's called, the auto ship thing on Amazon.
Subscribe and save.
That one, yeah.
There are things I could print that are replenishable, I'm sure. I just haven't found one yet.
Timothy says pill holders. Yeah, a 30-day pill holder that's about 1.5 inches deep, maybe 2 inches deep.
If you put your...
How many pills you taking? 2 inches deep.
I take one time you take vitamins and stuff like that. Roberta goes through and fills up our pill containers.
So Brenda said miniature exotic animals. I bet you could print miniature exotic zoo sets and all kinds of stuff and do really well on sales.
It's called 28 millimeter miniatures.
Miniatures are hot. Go watch a miniature show on Whatnot and what these people pay for miniatures.
I just bought some miniatures yesterday at the Goodwill bins, a whole bag full of them.
$2 for what, Kent? You talking about a 30-day pill holder? I haven't seen anybody with 30-day pill holders.
Many pineapples. Why does it always come back to pineapples around here?
I don't know.
Because they're perverts.
It's sad when JT beats Kent to it.
Yeah.
I've heard that brought up in the chat a couple times today, actually.
Yeah, because they're perverts.
This thing don't look too bad. The other thing that people don't think about when you. I have a rule about products that I sell. Did my grandparents use it? Will my grandchildren use it?
So the one thing I would think would be the secret, John, is here's where you can replicate John right now. And I'm telling you right now, if you can think of how to build the infrastructure so that he's got, look at what he's done. He's bought 20 printers and they're all set up, and you can see his mind working where he's developing his processes and developing the way he evaluates products, because he wants to get to a point, and he'll be there in a short time where any product he sees, he'll just throw it to the system and it'll come out. That's what he's trying to replicate what he's done before, and you can see it coming. And you guys, if y'all can see how things are, how he's been successful,
Yeah, but you've watched me for 10
build
years.
build the system, and you'll be able to evaluate all these products. And you don't have to scale it first. Just figure out how you're gonna do things so you can evaluate a product effectively, and will it work through you, and will it come up with a system and throw your product through it. You'll be amazed how many products you find all of a sudden.
What does every 3 to 7 year old boy want for Christmas?
Oh my God, that's a tricky question there. Depends on who their parents.
They want Thomas the Train Track. I don't have a train. I have a race car that'll go down the track.
Um,
Oh, that's a good idea. Open up the Uline category, the
I
catalog,
have
and
not, Timothy.
Southern Vermont, there is a company, and they sponsor a lot of the videos about 3D printing, and I can't remember what it's called. Steve or John might know. And basically, you send them the STL, and they'll print what you want.
Oh, that's
There's a
3D
couple of them out
slant.
there.
Who?
3D Slant.
Okay, there's another one too.
Yeah, there's a couple of them
3D
out there.
Slant owns the one you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, if you got a good product, you don't even have to own a 3D printer to get it produced. There are companies now. I would vet them very carefully, but there are companies out there who'll print it for you, and people like maybe say John has idle printers. He might print it for you. Somebody like that, or Pat. I only have one printer, so I can't do it right now, but I'd print something for somebody else as long as they sent me the files.
John, how many printers do you have now?
Running, I have 20. I have 2 brand new ones sitting in the closet in case something goes wrong.
See, Steve, he could print you up 20 Bigfootses.
Well, he could. Yeah. Well, how high a print can you? Well, they're only 8 inches tall.
I can get them.
Yeah. No, I can only print one on the P1S, but it'd still fit on a Mini because it's vertical, not horizontal. But it's too wide to get 2 of them on there. Because I think that's a really good product, but you can't scale that product. So not my current situation.
you can't, but someone else. So I would take that product, Steve, and the idea would be, why are we limited to Bigfoot?
Right. I'd have.
No. I could make other things like that. Yes.
You've got the base design with the square part. It's is it a dinosaur? Is it there's plenty of unlicensed. You can even go down that category, Steve. You can make Wolfman. You can make all the different creatures that people hunt in the woods. All the just I mean, you can make them white. That's almost snowman.
Hey, that's pretty racist. We don't have racism here.
White. I would try a white one. I might try a white one just to see what it looks like. White, black.
I would do white and put unpainted
and brown.
But
you could do that.
There's a guy that's got a 3D printing business, and he makes John, you've probably seen him. He makes card holders that look like dumbbells.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Mountain
those?
Maker,
He
I think.
sells those things, and all it is 2 little black pieces of.
The thing is, he isn't the only one. He isn't the only one selling that particular type of a barbell type item like that. I've seen other guys doing it too.
But that's the way you got to think. Is if you want to make card holders, the sky's the limit for what design you make. Be the one that makes every damn card holder, no matter what it is.
I've been
Make,
working on this idea since before I got a 3D printer. This is the
dude,
one thing I wanted to make.
you could be the seasonal card holder. Make them cheap enough where
Well, I could make
it's
Santa Claus holding the cards if I wanted to.
Santa
Same thing.
Claus. You can make Valentine's. You can make Easter. You can
Instead
make
of
patriotic. You could have a seasonal lineup where you print them out and do seasonal every.
and with AI now, sky's the limit if you know how to use it correct. It took me a long time to get it right because I don't, I'm a newbie. But once you get that right, there's two other iterations of this thing over there, plus a couple I did on my old 3D printer. But once you get it right, you only have to make the file once. Once the file's made, you're good to go. And let's say this product wasn't successful for me, I can upload this STL to Etsy and sell just the file.
So Brenda's got a good point too. That is such a you could offer a customizable service to people for their own business card holders, say, what is your business, and have chat or whoever help you design it based on their business. You could build a whole business around just making card holders.
If you
All
wanted
you have to do is come up with a card holder and put letters for their name.
And then, say I'm a surveying business. You can make a card holder with the two things that they hold up, the survey. You could. The sky's the limit on how.
See this, Scott? You should get yourself a 3D printer. You already got the ideas. It's not hard to come up with the ideas.
John said I can't do anything else until February 1st.
Well, also 3D printing takes up a lot of time too. So
I don't have time.
Right. Especially if now you can print off things that other people have produced, or you can even hire somebody on Fiverr to do it for you.
No,
there's a lot of ways to do it.
That's a great idea for formal occasions. If you can print them out small enough and efficient enough, to put people's names and on tables, and the sky's the limit on and that's just one small product. Just look at all the ideas that people have come up with. 78 people. We got 10 people chatting. You other 68 people. Hey, how are y'all doing?
They're writing down the ideas to sell.
Yeah, so hopefully we're helping you guys. But you gotta choose your own battles. I can see this stuff, but I'm committed to what I'm doing now. I'm committed to fixing my main eBay business, because the one thing I have screamed for the last couple years, and I haven't said as much this year, but as if 2026 is as ugly as it looks like, the one thing I can promise you is that used and parts are going to become, and affordability, and I'm telling you, the used market is going to, you think it's hot now, it's going to explode, because that includes clothing, which, most people say clothing is saturated. It is to a degree, and until you figure out.
My wife sells clothing every day.
How many people are out there and how many people buy clothes, and you realize, wait a minute, that market's so huge. There's just a lot of selling because there's a lot of demand.
So
Nike just gated Amazon
again.
Yep.
So my wife sells things that other people aren't selling, and she does okay with it. I won't give away what she's selling, but she goes through the bins after everybody else. I'll tell you after the show, but
is it different than what I told her?
Yes, it's different.
But
you can give that away now if you want to. We're not doing that anymore. It's profitable, but it's not super profitable anymore.
Yep, that's Brenda. You said it a little better than I did, but that's the point I'm trying to make, is that it doesn't. And not only does everybody wears clothes, but everybody has a tendency to change sizes, which is kind
of. Somebody asked me how long did it take to make the program to make the big. I didn't make a program. I used an AI program. So Brenda, I used ChatGPT to come up with the original picture. Then I use a program that takes the image and makes it into a 3D model. And then I take it into a program called Tinkercad, which is a very basic CAD software, and made the thing. But there was a lot of talking back and forth with AI on this one to get it right.
There's one flaw. Tom goes on these, and they don't need clothes.
I'm not even going to say nothing.
You're learning, Tom.
They just want to see you shake your head and carry on.
I'm just, y'all really.
Because the thought of you without clothes on probably makes most of us throw up.
It makes me shudder to the thoughts of myself without any clothes on. Okay, so
Imagine being his wife.
I cover up. Hey,
I'm sure the lights are off most of the
I
time in
try
the
to
house.
be fully clothed before I come out the bathroom, so I don't want her to be sick.
Does Roberta wear bifocals? That's all we got to know. You just take off the bifocals and she can't find you.
That's right.
But it's, man, the things that so many people miss as white collar jobs are declining with AI. There's a lot of smart people that are coming into these newer markets. They're going to figure out this. They're going to be faced with desperation and what do they do for a job? And they're smart enough to figure out a lot of the things we do because there's no barrier to entry. The barrier to entry to 3D printing is a printer, and
Yep, pretty much.
you can get the minis pretty reasonable, right?
Yep.
But
I sold my old 3D printer yesterday on Facebook. So somebody else in the community now has a 3D printer. Now it's not as good as mine, my current one, but somebody's got one, and there's no barrier to entry. Same with eBay. There's no barrier to entry.
So take time, take action. It's 2026 is going to be tough, folks. It's going to be tough all over, and you got to figure out how to survive, how to support your family, and that's why I don't do 3D printing is because I don't have time to learn it. I don't have, even though I find it neat and fascinating, and there's plenty of things to do. Folks, one of the secrets to this business and the secret to what you sell and those things is you got to have, unless you're a John, which he's figured out a way in spite of himself to do that. I can't, it's harder for me to sell stuff I don't care about. I don't like, that's the thing Dave and I were talking about last night. I'm listening to music while listing music. I've always been into music and love music. And so it is cool to see what people buy. I'm very interested in it. I sell the electronics, and I've got a printer to pack up this morning. It's the stuff what interests you, and that's why I haven't gone that way.
Before we go any further with the show, can we do a welfare check on Todd? I haven't heard a peep out of the guy.
No, he just threw up. He's okay. I heard him throw up.
All right, we're good.
Todd don't talk a lot.
Well, if Todd had some breakfast, you would hear him. He'd be crunching on a biscuit or. Oh yeah, or if he's shipping, he'd be making a racket over there.
I told him Adam, man. Remember racket Adam?
I was gonna mention Adam.
Man, I told Todd, I gave him the greatest idea yesterday ever. He just turned the camera on. And it's old man ASR, and he make all those noises that he makes. I'm telling you, his channel will be crazy popular.
Those channels drive me crazy, man. Some of the restoring ones I'll watch, but when they restore an old thing. But
old man ASR, just make the grunting sounds, the eating sounds, the whatever.
That's all right. They're headed that direction. I was reading an article this morning, and they're talking about
you can read
the real estates is going to have the potential for the real estate to have a collapse in 2026.
Oh, it's
at a greater rate.
So I should sell now.
2008.
Commercial real estate is already collapsing right now.
Is it? And
yep. They're showing that the rate of default on commercial property right now has had a substantial uptick in the last 14 months.
And they're building apartment complexes around here left and right.
Okay, not that kind of commercial. I'm talking about retail commercial and business commercial and anything non-residential commercial.
See, around here it seems to be picking up that kind of commercial.
Right around where you work, where you live, and look at how many places have changed ownership, or they're just not there anymore. I mean, there's lots of empties. It's as bad as thrift stores going out of business.
Who's got the old school phone?
So it's got to be Tom. So
it's got to be.
Like Foot Locker.
I don't even know why I asked that question.
Foot Locker announced a lot of closings. They're going to close some Dick's Sporting Goods. There's these major retailers that are just mightily struggling. Look at how many Walgreens, Rite Aid's gone under.
our Rite Aid, they just tore our Rite Aid down and they're building a Circle K there. So certain businesses are doing what Circle K is building like crazy around here.
Because you can
And
get a
Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks.
You can get the official breakfast of for $3 of yard sales.
Well, our Circle K doesn't even have gas pumps, our current one. So they're building a more modern Circle K.
So I think some of those businesses there must be in these large convenience stores, because the Circle K's here, they've built several new ones. Sheets are in Wilmington. When I was at Mother's house, there's 2 Sheets there and another one going in. Bucky's is going everywhere. QTs are going everywhere.
So some of those retail, businesses are expanding. Some are not. So
now here's a product right here. It's a race car for that Thomas Track or Brio or IKEA or any of them. They're all compatible. 30 cents in material to print. Now I printed it in one color, but you could print this.
Yeah, I was thinking the wheels could be black.
Yeah, you can do a lot with this. I did it on my. This is my sample printer. All my short filament goes on here. So if I would have ran out of purple halfway, it'd have been red on top, and it could have been. I got some models that are 5 colors, where I run different color. The end of the filament, just so I use it all up.
Tom, I muted you, Tom, because you were louder than Todd.
How much do you think you can sell these for? How many do you think will sell in the next year?
7.
I don't know. 7? Yeah.
I bet you a lot more than that.
I bet you could, the way you would work with it, you could sell a lot more than 7 for sure.
Oh,
I don't think I suggest
Kevin?
anybody just jump into 3D printing right now. But if you're looking for something different, that's what I want to be a reseller, but I also don't want it to be my main business anymore.
Can't you start talking about pineapples and one of your buddies comes in here? What the hell?
Pedlin talks about car loans are going in. There is a bunch of that repossession going on right now.
I gotta talk to this. I have an interview in a half an hour with. I joke around, but he really is a fucking rocket scientist. And one of the things he did was he helped model the wing of that freaking moon buggy thing that Elon is trying to send to the moon to leave up there with solar power. I know nothing about it, so don't ask me. I don't know anything about that shit. But his grandmother lives next door to me. She basically said, please give him an interview, and I'm going to interview him. But with the 3D modeling, that's why I'm holding off on the chess stuff. Is the chess in production? Yes, I have enough to ship. I have enough to ship my first batch into Amazon. I have it FBM. I put it FBM Monday. I have not sold one yet. The advertising started yesterday afternoon. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, will I sell it? Yeah, I got it all over the place, man. There's boxes here. Tom, you're in North Carolina. You'll know what team this is.
It looks like a checkerboard.
It is, but it's
what colors? What team?
It's Carolina blue.
Oh, I don't care about that. I don't even keep up with it.
I don't either.
But I have a full set of pieces in there.
Right.
Did I list it? No. I'm waiting to see what the kid brings to the table, and then I'll work on listing this kind of stuff. I don't care if I sell this or not. I mean, if you're a Carolina fan, hit me up, and we'll work out a deal. It's like $9 in shipping, and the boxes everything I do. Scott talked about this a few minutes ago, that he could see the wheels of my mind turning. My chessboards, my official boards. In fact, let me grab one. My full-size chess box. This is a full-size chess box. There's 100 boxes in that closet that fit this. It slides right in. It takes one piece of bubble wrap,
Right.
and I close the box, and out the door it goes. I do everything as a system and a process. I test everything. I make sure it fits. I order the boxes. I have them sitting here. Nothing is left to chance. I don't go, oh, it's sold. How am I going to ship it? Fuck that. I know before it's listed how I'm going to ship it.
In a box. Now, did you printed the case for it too? All of that's you printed everything.
Yeah, this is all 3D printed. The whole set cost me about $7 to print, $8 to print.
And a lot of time.
You're talking about filament costs, right?
Yeah, filament cost.
Yeah.
Because see, that's the thing about it is, like the Bigfoot. Steve could only print
I could print 2 or 3 maybe a
two
day.
and a little bit of a day, and that's that sucker continuously running.
Yeah, but I got 20 printers running.
If I was
Right.
set up like John, yes, this would be more of a production piece. But right now, it's more of a Etsy
Did you
type
run
thing.
3 at let's say 4 at a time on your printer?
Me?
Yeah.
I can only run
Well,
one at a time. I believe one. Let me see if I can fit 2.
Why? How big is that thing around?
The base is 5 inches, but it has to have supports.
I
So
bet
the
you can get
supports-
at least 3 on that bed.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. I can get not 3. I know I can't get 3, but I bet you I might be able to get 2.
James has a good point. You know, the electrical bill has to be figured into it too.
I'm in Texas. The electricity costs me about. I spend about.
I really don't think the 3D printers take up that much electricity.
I probably spend about 25 cents an hour in electricity.
All right, let's see if I can do 2. I'm gonna have to move that back. Yeah, 2 would be probably tops because of the supports.
But then your print time goes up.
Sure, but
And what I would do,
it doesn't double
that
though.
thing and engineer it. I would work on it a little bit in Tinkercad, and I would get it down to where I could get 3 on the bed. With
Well, you
less
have to have it.
You can reorganize where the supports land on the bed, which would help. But see, that's production. If you're doing a one-off piece, you don't need production.
I don't think I want to put this into production. It'll be something I'll sell on Etsy, and I'll have 10 available at a time or something. It's not something that I think is worth me worrying about making 600 of them. I want to concentrate on the chickens, man. I can make a shit ton of these things.
Did you create the chicken yourself, or did you?
Yes. Well, it was all AI.
You're right. Okay.
I used the same AI programs I use with.
See, he does AI. I do it all by hand.
Now,
Well,
were you able,
I mean, if I was making things like, I don't use all AI, John. The foot for the KitchenAid mixer, that was all by hand. So I do a mix of both, really.
I haven't done any AI.
I do because there's no way I could create this without it.
I don't know how. I have
It's
some
simple.
things I'd like to.
You could. Because you know how to talk to ChatGPT and AI programs.
Oh yeah, I could figure it out.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Listen, I spent. You also have to understand. I spent the last week on the frickin' road, from Texas to Boston to Maine to Jersey to Philadelphia back to Texas, and had major delays on my way back. It took me what should have been 5 hours of travel. It ended up taking me like 11.
If I make the base slightly smaller, I can fit more on the plate. Because it's 5 inches and the way the supports have to go, I can't quite get 2 on the plate. I can only get 1.
all right, I got to go.
Yeah, I got to start shipping. I hope
Yeah,
everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. Corey, this is your for me telling you, so you don't have to like Friday night. And so he's like, I thought my internet had died. All of a sudden, everything started spinning. I'm like, yeah, Tom was talking to y'all for 2 minutes after I hit the big red button.
Yeah, he's a big dick.
Timothy, yes, I could remove the log. I could put the log at the bottom, like by his feet, and then his hands out so he's holding the phone. Yes, I could do
Yeah,
that.
Why don't you host a 3D printing show one night since you know?
Man,
We-
it's
We
a huge
do
crowd.
on Pat D's channel. I think our next one is December 3rd.
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock in the evening.
It's a huge travel day. If you're traveling, be careful. People are crazy out there. Watch a couple crash videos for you guys so you can be ready to drive defensively.
Print D's, not pat D's.
Yeah.
Enjoy your family or not. We'll see you on the other side of Thanksgiving.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe